yewuram ni ahwe where the power should lie. We ene nsem ahodo ene ne enwumre yetrase na yedi ho enkomo enso ewo dwumadie eso midin ede Kwabena Owusu Dankwa utwanetia KOD ena dodo na ede efreme na sedem di kan ede etu dwanom ene Kwame etua ewa ha Kwame.
Bra.
Good evening.
Bra me Joseph.
Na boko de.
Ya buru.
Oho ye.
Ya buru.
Pa.
Afanisa.
Ufanisa.
Enya kura ho na ko complain ache.
Nyame oho. Nyame oho.
Ya fanisa. Ya be fanisa na ya.
Okay.
Ya ba de na ba so na ye memrin de de yi ko an to ho ma fa de kra so ho se ene ayi nko an ene the Apostolic Church Ghana Adebeba area na your former area women's leader. In fact, no a current area women's leader and Yankopon to ne friend.
Okay.
It's ene na abusia na omo enum na chisikasa. Ti e ko support e wo nyankyere ne asin na Apostolic nyina ba Ashanti region asin from national to areas and the district who know the obi ohun na chebia ba on ma obi hu no.
Okay.
Na ene na so yeah youth organizer for kwada so no so ne papa da form. Me madam for Doris papa da form we just ti ene dey sorry ene just say ayi nko as typical
Jesina.
It's a typical Kumasi Saturday ayi nko
Anyway,
yaba SB some Ghana ne Asante.
All right. Kwame etua ena hotel ka fe ma nko na menhwe yura John kwakwampon Obeni.
Yeah, minia.
Ono ejem ama movement for change. Me yin so nanka yin Roger Silva mo na eba na so.
Akoka be bi kakra.
Ya abekronsa. Obeni akwa.
Yeah, nua.
Ye de nyame ase.
Yeah.
Na so ho ye.
Nyame adom.
Ye de nyame ase.
Movement for change.
I
will rise again.
And I say shaking cry. And ene.
Shaking cry.
Aye, so shaking cry.
Shaking cry.
After
Sambeba.
Abasabe kumase.
Yeah.
Asabe also have you.
Yeah, a human they say a submarine. Agenda and the
now okay.
You run from near P. Anyway. Anti-sana movement, ya quite
all right.
Ote si movement. Nti na ye betchia movement fu nyina.
All right.
Na ya chia e papa la nkojo chire Martin. Papa no wabre. Nti Ghana fu beti na ma ye this time enkebe boa pa.
Okay.
Na wo kan Afro barometer any researches be bra abano me feel say yenya akwanya ye ne Ghana fo be di nkomo pa ni a kire wo mu di enti a sebe oman no yeduru ba bia yeduri na eni senke yeduru ha for the past 32 years krobi et say China krobi et say Russia any Ukraine no utie obia ba kosema obia ni ho start ye no ne sika wo no krom nanso wonum di nsi ye ne nhyehyeye pa egu fom ema ene krobia be yi kura sebe ye hwe won so ebobra na ye movement for the yesusu say see the idealism o ye adwuma enke ni se ye duru ba bia ye duru timre bakwan na eja oba yeso na yebusa yebewura Ghana politics ni a kire de wo se kire
yada sipi ye twense Alhaji Shak Chebrobe ono a strategic communicator the new patriotic party ono so beba na fe Professor Smart Sapon oko KSTU ono so ba kensa na yedi dwumadi no baba me hyase emfemfri kwame na man semanum
okay
yemmo campaign
okay
kwame semanum yanko
Kodi mama sancha obi na menchia busanfo a omuhwe nyina ebrani nti anka say we stand on all existing protocols nyankopon adom ne de otine free man che 36 days anisa
saka 5 weeks pepe
na ya baba ti ene say menam kumase na mehwe eniema ye ba se de toto akwan mu animanimu ye makumase fa ne ntoma prefer if you say bibia de face abawe NDC ebewini nti your constituency executives your regional executives your branch executives through said the omunyina amatu mu ho asi ho a mo ye adwuma say ye beji Ghana every or how near amani mu no ye show obi an kran say obi an koso nye say adwuma no na Nyankopon adom adwuma ayeye no so no wo hwe akira waton super gu so a che say bibia nu e besi kwan say ye beto abawe 7 December be wi na NDC nwini. The victory of the NDC is coming again. Into Obia NDC ni Obia sorry na adwuma na ye no this is the last hour because boni ka bofu was finish hard na ye nyina ye ntie hunsim na ye nje Ghana because Ghana fo ni da so nyina hwe yen se feli Ghana fo na ya anye na ye di nkomo yi na aka be se bosome ne na kakra ne ato abai na ye bekoso a ne Ghana fo di nkomo afa ye nsem a ye ne omo edi hu nkomo ke wo de na Ghana ni bia wo krom ase nim se sinyame ya adom na 7 December said the engine ya adwese yakotoma John Mahama ne NDC no wabeje yen no yakotoma omo ne so omo ba ye ma omo beko school first year university training college nursing training technical university any ade no omo admission fees a omo de beko school no John Mahama so afa ayasem da e ba yi awofo obia obeti bia o si we de John Mahama ya da na se kra ansa na waba bedi akonwa no na no mene maame bi hia e fe no adwubi na o ka cha me se Kwame yesi matese yesi mo ba enkra yo mbeko school yi omo first year omo university academic fee mafa and I'm saying oh wonte no say no dey aba we dey wato adi o fi se ke wo de ne mam yenu na ebeko school last year otu aba ko 3500 until this year mienu ne kona ya ne dadwene se ono okofa 8000 wa hin because you 2500 series kura na say 8000 okofa wa hin na just aba we nyame ya na do na John Mahama wini a 8000 series a shena mse ne ma me wo de oni MPP delegate difference bi anim ko to baba ko pe no nya 80 million se nipa nyina hu se e ya de a ebebo ke wo de makasa asem we se aba we se je te krata ne ma 7 December ke wo de otofa sora esirem otofa forma esirem enti afi aba we wo koto a ti nkomo a party bi edi na fa wadwe ne to ho ne to aba ne fa wo ho enti na no me ko komasi dwom na me ne maame fo ni di nkomo na me ka chom se maame NDC fo ahye boss ye ba ye the bank e ba e fe no women's bank sa bank no kejetia ha me ni mu gina ka sei ye be bie ne nkura bata wa ha ya nya dodo akura mienu miensa de kejetia ne mu nku abewum bank no dwumadi nyina ne se e de besiansi hu bia ni hu bebra ya maame mamom de aye adwuma enti sa wo dwom na se bi wo ye bodwa wo dwom na wo didwa na sika wo didwa aya asama mawa so rather can you now to my John Mahama onya boni bia efise wonim se obeba no de bank bia ba e de bese ma so atase enu nti san komono ne egusu ane Ghana fo edia na no meduro ma me no se sa na se ai omo kwa da ma me hu se ukwaji 2000 Ghana cedis a utimi 260 cedis for 5 months ansa na watu awie na me se ba ene ma Mahama okra ma me John Mahama se oba Women's Bank, you know, a 300 cedis, equals 4,500, no interest. And I no crampo there. Just say, oje 40 million, the more interest be any so. 30 million interest be any so. Ube to yesika but any pay no to crampa home just a womb. Afima yi nyina say, ye Kwame da bena John Mahama beba. Enti they say Ghana for GN7 nutum amanfo hunu. Ye dey 24-hour economy e buy. Kofo bi omuni message na omo twena basa na nkofo gina ho chobas are running 24 hours. Oh yeah, now the running mate to Zako say no country in the world is running 24 hours. The same party now. Alaji Bamia say chobas are running 24 hours. Now 24 hours no cry what that. Ade che na post ko gina baby say be bia no 24 hour economy wo na wiase be bia no e betima running. Nti omo ankasa as people no abo omo jija omo ye confused. Na mum Ghana for ye no omo kasa de omo ate ase. Ko the 24-hour economy no apart from say 24-hour economy na ankasa de adwuma beba no. E say be the security aspect me e hokwa na hia me no. Because want me run a 24-hour economy without security. In the 24-hour economy, you say how many power you na jodia. Almost no be you na job and then you born hobby. Nti be fa police for, you be fa immigration for, you be fa soldier for. Nti wo fie wo pa adwuma ye, wa apply and fa. The 24-hour economy, you know, aside say no ankasa be man for any adwuma ye no. The security aspect alone, e kira say soldier for bebre, e ba be fa omo, police for bebre, e ba be fa omo. Ye nyina ye ti hey, Ghana ni bia susu nim say ye to aba ni wie, na sa John Mahama wi ni a obetwa 11. And de ke we de okura wu nim say ye to aba ni wie pe 11 e ye ten of the past. Ye ba betwam. Ye nyina ye nim say NDC na akase ye ba esgracia etuetu akese de ma politicians no NDC ni akase ye ba no so ye ba be ye afiri ho obia so nim say NDC asaka biam se ye ba afi we de obia wa bam so ye minister so ye DC so ye MP obi e betua ne light bill ne water bill ke o de say no so ateda if you say me ye Ghana ni na me ye adwuma na me nya 2000 Ghana cedis na me ye no abi di tua me light bill ne water bill so be a minister no di 20,000 Ghana cedis say so no atimi tua ne light bill ne water bill anunti NDC so asa ka president Mahama ya ka share manifesto mu see ba in the next NDC government opia wa appointee mu bia ba betua light bill ne water bill na say sika na na ye di tua say light bill ne water bill over 300 million Ghana cedis annually no ye de no so aye mpuntunyuma abebo ma Ghana fo nyina nya so mfaso ntike wodi ye na mu ye campaign message udu ba bia na amanfo ka bi kirew ba ko e be ye ya me di wie kura ye monu yo no watera he say ye be start campaign ye duru aside na ye ka hye Ghana adwumayefo omusi monu yo na me di wie me ene sa early submission we no eye pension scheme ye de ba informal sector ke oditie ni ye te Ghana hey mu ke odi amoye adwuman esa nsem adwuma ne ye formal akosi boni bekanti bosome so na wakatua no ne ate kakra de akosie udi mfie aduosia kwa ne ye de ama ye pension ntitichafo nurse fo na mo ye adwuma ni nyina omoji but omo ye informal sector te say driver for te say friend say mason for te say omo modwoma omo di dwane ade no ye nhye dem ni system ye national system mo makonya mo so sie sika kakra for dachi ena ndisi de ba no enti money your insurance policy no eye ade a ye de ba pension scheme a ye de ebre ye maame mo a omo ni formal sector no enti ebi a you register na mate ase na wo so contribute kakra 50 cedis 100 cedis ntu be di fie duosia no so obi oye teacher ni eje pension payer na wo so kwa kwaji pension payer was senate no so ye adje NDC nyame ya adoma ye de ba enti ke odi ye guso an Ghana fo di nkomo na ye wo gidie se 7 December margin de be ma alaji ba me makase ye to obo we ni amaba me abe 3 million margin na je se adwuma ye no Antonzu nyankopon Antonzu panguso we need ebe wini but I see a wini alaji ba me minimum of 3 million margin.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ewa John. Na minti uswe from Afranto. Simon num na fe minti ususo.
Mate me da se.
Alaji ade.
Alaji hu mache.
Oh Afranto.
Alaji hu mache.
Anamponza.
Over Alaji.
Anamponza wiki.
Anamponza
wiki amemfua.
Oko ya chu.
Anamponza.
Oko ya chu.
Oh, Jawasa.
Apana misu.
Oh, Dabi.
Ete no owura omu se ye movement for change agene nsem sa na be yo po aba ni wie na hu alan vote na hu jama vote
He doesn't know how I do my thing. You don't know how I do my thing.
You movement for change. Alan Kojo Martin, say obia ko suku a usua de no wi a efre bibi regularities na Ghana baby I drink ye koye nimpa va 32 years of politics any amayosem de nkenye years ketwa nanso ohwe yimpa ya for the past 32 years no both MPP NDC obia the mo 16 years okay but adia broni friend economic indicators are a share the strength of our economy no sebe de bia economy se wo hwe afro barometer ensema odi abeto dwa in recent times baby a wo kan ye ni nyina no de me ehia me pa ne se before afro barometer Wednesday daily graphic ne caption or see election 2024 economy the decider nature say economy no ayedey number 1 we economy no free wha ade ba kwa o cite unemployment we unemployment free wha or cite high cost of living san yema miensa we untimi ntina omemu ma wani nye san yema miensa we na ye ka bibia ne enka ne se wo ye policy bia na policy na efese die na se o policy no wo faili economy no a eni se ye ma okwan abrochire kra de eye de ye policy rate any inflation rate no se ekwa kotra single digit ya utu ho ade so
wa beko
so nenti sese no de Alan Kojo Martin e propose e de amagana for ni say number 1 oba ade abroni frɛ no macroeconomic indicators a high interest rate high policy rate now for the purpose of education no ma menkyerɛ bibim ka krankyerɛ Ghana for say de entia ukobo bosia na ye din ama wa ni say commercial bank or rate ya Bank of Ghana rate ya say commercial bank e ban ho abebo bosia or de mano sa rate no or de mano no any ye frɛ no monetary policy rate sa monetary policy rate ni a cost of borrowing they say me no ka say at 27.5%.
Okay.
What that means is say wote bank ni dini no ye friend no commercial bank. Into ono na adwuma o ye ni say wo trade. And it's a policy rate 27 you don't expect interest rate to come down. And the interest rate no commercial bank no e dey charge ordinary people na ye wo society no. Okay. Now, cost of borrowing then becomes high. Say policy rate at 27 there, then you are looking at 28 interest rate at 28. That means cost of borrowing is high. And ansana obi be ye adwuma ama private sector are empowered to be able to employ nipa more no. E was so borrow for 2 reasons. Borrow number 1 to expand. And we expand so in response to demand there. Ebwaso motimi fe nipa e wo adwuma enti the moment ya be hunu say cost of borrowing kosoro no disincentive for businesses to go for loans.
Okay.
And to be hunu say businesses bebre no e be lay off workers na exacerbate the problem of unemployment in Ghana.
Okay.
And so be president here e was say wo twa na wo tackle sa niema we by ade afre import substitution. In Tialan, the economic principle say was a enterprise based economy. That means say economy in the hands of private sector. Next yes area and ye be creating import substitution for any beer ye produce or Ghana yen add value to it and me exporto. Say see or abemansa or be ye independent candidate for this year's election. Otimi bua ya ma yenya after. You know the benefit after could give Ghanaians. And he say, Ghana ye nieme bi ebetimi a export no. Si anko broni kroma the African market no is so huge say ebetimi ma ye demand. And he say align to me yes sir. Industries mako 10 war target here. And my back me move from economy no problem no e de waba employment. Minuanuma enye adwumanye about 1.3 million Ghanaians youth aged between 15 to 35 enye adwumanye. Sa bracket of people we 2016 and 2020 they accounted for more than 52% of Ghanaian vote. But yet woman enye adwumanye. And ye levy my bet near the idea okas ye ntwem no. Ye twema ne nkraba time pa na any say what's the solution?
Okay.
The solution is that we should create an enterprise industrialized system, industrialized setup, okay? Now, maminfa Akomadan tomatoes. Any example? Ghana sabi ye ni plant ya be process tomato nti. Ye to ene ye kra tomato free Burkina. Jane ye kra free Burkina. Alan se oba. One ma Ghana for kra or be ma ye 10 anchor industries. Na minia ebe Ghana for exciting. Say ye see dina e depreciate no. Sa solutions ya Alan de ban. Ebe ye den na see no ejina midika say we na me list 4 things. Number 1. Say Krobi to say Ukraine. Unim say one export rice. Maize, ebro. Every year, Ukraine export to ebro onya $4 billion. Ghana export to cocoa. yenya close to 2 billion US dollars. That means he say if government had decided say onoso beto ebro to say otoko kwa, there will be that organic demand for people to go and farm on maize because onim so okoye ebro fua ye beto enti ebro ema 4 billion. Okay, na cocoa ma 2 billion. Your foreign reserve now you say move from 2 to 6 billion. Okay, I feel Bangladesh, they are in textiles. Bangladesh textiles in Kwano, I feel Biano, onya 30 billion US dollars. Africa cotton waha. Alan says oba near target area na ye textile for Ghana. Yeah, adio. Here we are not even talking of substitution. We are adding. Onya Bangladesh cotton textiles na emaye 10 billion. Me pacho ekoka says who you say. Am I 16 what? 16 billion US dollars. We are no free war. Pharmaceuticals. India alone. Pharmacy. Fetch India more than 7 billion US dollars per annum. Ghana, you have the potential for pharmaceutical products. Herba ne nasi fojina ho. Yenya ya no beka yenya 5 billion kamwa. You 20 billion addition within 4 years. But these are long-term policies.
Okay.
Now the politician is not interested in long-term policies because why dear mahu in the interim menini.
Want to be power.
Want to me and that's all in power. Power di obenya. Sabi yana nanumu dua nuya ene yetiasieno. Seche te kwasi wo ya abura. Na nkobe dwuni se time
ono wankope power.
There is an enemy can say power no usua development economics. What is power? Power secures the well-being of the people.
All right.
That's the aim of power.
Okay.
And it's all be seek power on me ho. So they be boane. Now twa ho koya dia. Wa unim said ye me ye emwa. Okay, enti alamba obano. Say tiefo be tie me a. Me nua wo nya direct beneficiary of power no. To aba fetia sebe current government na to aba ma alankojo kirematen. No oba 4 years pe see aso obi ahwe. Ne enso ono so nhwe the dynamics that will show up.
Meda say mamenko Alhaji Ishak Chei Brobe eho na minti ono so be semanum. Me baba mema Professor Smasapon. Akwaba. Prof.
Enya.
Good morning.
Yes,
good evening. Na boko de.
Adom.
Yes, you hear pa.
Nice one.
Yeah, ba. Alhaji.
Ke wodi di asem ba.
Esha achi. Nyam nam di asem ba.
Wodi asem ba.
Asem na na eba.
Kwa na di pudon ba Ghana.
Asem na na eba.
Wodi pudon ba Ghana.
Alhaji maminti you.
Utie me fa
5 minutes
for
sell MPP. 5 minutes sell MPP.
Me da
Na
say.
ene se me kotwa ba me nye convince nkotwa ba ma MPP.
Me da say. Ye frɛ bibi ewiase anibie. Potokasam yes industrial revolution.
Okay.
Now, the first industrial revolution, no. A buyer no na yeni Ghana. It happened in the 1800s. Okay? The second industrial revolution, the 1900s. It became independent 1957. The first industrial revolution no, characterized by development of steam engine, technology. Okay? Now, above we shall say the power trains and in the Ghana missed out. Ghana yentimi am for yan one shim. We are saying Nibiano am fa pija. There was no country called Ghana anyway. The second industrial revolution under the colonial rule. No. Na oman Ghana ya any Africa adia na esi dodo no ani so any kwan ya be fa so ya be fight ya be dey ya be independence. And Ghana yen sabe kan ya 1957. That second industrial revolution adia na edi akutin wo mu eye energy. Inti na nyangwa say 1957. O my Ghana inya independence. Your first president Eddie Kofa Akosombo.
Okay.
Because it was a key anchor to development. We missed out because of struggle for independence. The third industrial revolution, and be tosumiensa no ebayen. Ye no, ena the development of computers ebayen. Sa time no my Ghana ye nya kanifo amfa ye ho nwuramu. If we say na the anyone say ye tu abangu. So there was one coup d'etat after the other consistently. We missed out. Sometime no or might be to say India. Enya leaders are when we hear what say they don't want to miss out of the third industrial revolution. And all over the world. Untiminka assembly and abe for computers and in the softwares, hardware, computer engineering, sanema India ni enim. Apple, Google, name them. And Indian economy a boost to big time because of say taking advantage of that. As a matter of fact, if you're talking about computer expertise around the world, you can't mention any country without mentioning India. We lost out. What is my point? My point is that we have already entered the fourth industrial revolution, but at an incipient stage. Emrene woman eyeketwa. Kaodi ene ye kasika na yenka physical currency ye shemi butom. Ye ka digital cash. Ghana ye nche biya ye digital cedi ba. Cryptocurrency. Ene menuka say mobile payment interoperability. First quarter this year. This year you better be 3 trillion. Now Dankwa Kufuado Edia call African Union, ama African government ajia to say all African countries must also move into mobile digital payment system. So say ye obiasi odijwa your Pan-African payment and settlement systems. Mean here third party currency say me Ghana cedi, me kosi sanam di aje dollar and sanam di akutu bika e South Africa. Me tuane ha in cedis obeje ne South African rand. They eliminated the third party currency which is the dollar. My point is that say ya baya ye be cotton election 2024. One person stands out. One person stands out. Say Ghana for missing Ebe to say they are messy first industrial revolution, second industrial revolution, third industrial revolution. And that's digital Bawumia, the innovative Bawumia, the technology driven ideas are what demonstrate beyond reasonable doubt in this country. I'm a opinion who say, yes, this man understands baby iwiasi ecosystem. If Ghana doesn't want to miss out, Ghana cannot afford. Say or deni kokromutun Ghana ni bia deni kokromutun ebe mamudu ba wamia. Okay. Hwe esese yeti ase se. Aprokuma. Ogu nhira ni mpon. Abofo tekuma kwadu no mbese you know na ebeso abribra.
Ene amuka no ya ne yakane basa.
Ai. Ni nhira mu pa na maka aprokuma. Egu nhira ni mpo abofo tekuma kwadu na ebeso abribra. Che afa na ni flowers na beba mponi. Ana bofo kuma kwadue na ebe hyese ebe soa ma abopi hu na titigu fom. Me see mamudu bawumia wo yesamanhia. Okay. Mi krom krobako ye friend adutwam. Wono no ba ya as vice president or can say yemfa medical drone delivery system emra o my Ghana. Che say uti otwe be wiate. Na wo single room ye dia ye clinic. Na oba ye gina wo emoja tu no ye hia moja se ye di manua na fidie na wiem sa tem e di moja na beto ne de age akora na ne de age maame ne nkwa wo na medie no vaccine edi woni pa because krama aka no o waka no na ebi ni ho a tem na enam wiem na ba be to na yati eho empopoye da envien ensu ye o
alaji fesi mami wadaroma
mobile payment interoperability ameka ho asemi hwe ene e ma ekopran a wo mo mfa baso aboso doso emo mo yam ama kronfo nkotwa mo nyom sika o odi ni sika no ma ya amansa na oduru pran a ya amansa dia to no digital account no na odi ade nidwa na oba ne nsa no eye clean hwe afarefo na omo how kese pa na ye premix fuel the distribution or the technology akowram say was see move to the next level say ye di fishing boat na air be kono eye solar powered ye nti ye bebe yi premix no kra free mu so long as we are na ebo no na wo friend saying wo batteries no na air charge na o dey power of fishing. Let me rest my submission to tell everybody in this country today. Say, ye woman and chebia aeroplane betu net piloting team. Yeah, you see, ne twasi you say, aeroplane air betu net piloting team. But aeroplane no be kwa lande say see America say US military or more develop we already. If any country wants to move forward within the fourth industrial revolution, I may see you remo. And into we share or say your duchum, we share Ado Dankwa Kufuado ne education system stem a wodi aba say nim die we and wodi wura o man Ghana fo mu because the fourth industrial revolution skills when here.
Thank you
to develop this country.
Medasi, thank you. Alaji Medasi, na mijawa anja befata mlingina. Medasi. Wanko from sapo na mesha se free ho. Meko profo. Miso. Ozo dai.
Na to asi yosa.
5 minutes.
Na to asi yosa.
Kwame sa na unyai. Sa na unyai. Nya Kwame sa na unyai.
Medasi na na kasa.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Manako Prof na Prof Yesase. Uni baby anti ma me sase free hona yanko Afrobarometer for omo fan and so we koye ni ma so we poster and then you believe in some so I'm party for the conversation.
No but the
who comments be able to me aka dey better.
Okay, ma menchia na mensancha ya hwefo bio. Na minua no ma minum wo ha senso memo bibia aju emse ne efe wo muni se obi aka na ni so ade hunu ni ade me
na wo kura dia asem kura ni
me last week chief Ishaka mana
He wasn't here.
That's it.
Wow. From Bachayonko what Naja Kwame. Kwame Yonko.
Obi ni wa fa kamo nti wa wonti ase no wa third person Kwame ni chief Ishaka enye enti minua ke odi. Nya me fe o mu ni se ye woni ma bi wo ho no me parties ni nyina manifestos ni mu a eya de kro
pewo
ha nti ohwe mu a e ba afoforo na we say we fa me de wa ha we say we 2 copy we say we 2 copy Ghana baako nti me mom de am happy rather if manifestos ni mu nsem ni bi ehia pepepe ha ena bi no mu ho nso a e bi a e koso dada enso opposition parties nso de ahye mu manifesto mu eno ma manfo na ni da so se sabio aban foforo ne ba na se sa sa de man engu ene so bi hon so koso sisi anso opposition parties fo no bi nyanka ho asem kase mama fo so suro se ene e bia no so no mo anka ho asem mi mu ba hwa na entumi anto aso ana bibi but ni nyina mu no Ghana baako ye my manifesto so ko 2 different na ya na e ma ye nkoso no abai we ba chese or the entirely new so as jama Ghana dada na besa twa Ghana foforo aba na man ye ho dada ni nyina ko stand still ni enya uncompleted then we nguma mu na then de Ghana nkwa na ye bibia ye nwie because manifesto na nipa ndete so nagu foforo no de manifesto aba
to asha de foforo ase
oni we de ni twaka bia enti no timi na me recommend say anka National Development Authority for kra no NDP as NDPI commission so bu ebe ya anka so mu tena se plan 10-year development plan de ama Ghana 20-year development plan den no omuma kwa me mu nkɔhye dem omuma me ofa ishak mu nkɔhye dem omuma movement for so nkɔhye dem obia nkɔye ne so called manifesto
mfamra
assume say the Ghana man for the next 5 years or 10 years ka bede na de munjeje mfiri hona munkeka mum
na mfanya mu plan
e nenye plan e ba sa nipa ne ba sabe you can see
ebi wom ne de no wom
yes so ahu na ye hwe na Ghana ne ma ne nkodanim na sabe enso na bronko na enso dokononko NDC MPP oni nyina be wiase na kumase ya ne nyina etie enko be bia me ofa sapon honorable oya minister eje no aninu o say mensa akro ya like me who the difference just about ko be ba ko echi na so je na echi ba ko de echi ba ye de mu ana te ya bi anko be
ni pa kro ya
enko be bia ntino be minu ya e fe ne say obuase MC former Zuba onu anu nua bona na nua sikuru ya nko ba bia enti mesre se ye hwe na ye nwe sa de no ho ye kɔ yanim no
alright
Afro barometer ne nema ne ma ekoso de amanyofo ne nti ase mu na mo bonto na mo kɔro na mo ye mo campaign enti ya mo ntie mochi barometer ne service ni ade na ma feedback
do they trust in them maybe omo nyin you
you see you decide to trust no se kwame kasa onyimidie ni a na bia chinye ni ntia
e ono anasema
anyesa menua kwame nim for no
say you solve
no
solve
kwame
na ye de we
what
kwame
I'm come wana ayese anyway
sana tie me kai say 4 years ago somewhere around this time na me ne kwame ya na ejina dua bi ase wo otek echiwo so kwame beka ya na kwame akochimbo ganom ne ade kwame ya adwuma pa seriously nyame ya adom na nyame tozu pegu na adwuma o yesu pa anka we die anka momwa no seriously kwame ya adwuma anye so tia nti na meka I know the work he's doing ono ani nua pani ya me nom ne ade be mu be wura no beje we
bia kwam betime wura no
enti wase santi ase no
okay bia kwam betime wura no
e di na ko ese wa ko kwa me Facebook so no
Shade what to Facebook Facebook
I dey for nya Facebook dey na make kwa me ye adwuma of mo ankasa so ahu enti media me who service don research ni Afro barometer ni say e feedback ma feedback do baby na oba penny Jane Professor Jane na no pokwa jima na o ka say free researches ni kra ndis na de ho ba ye e de ho bata ho like that it tells you say ho no
wawie wo ho
how did you get that feedback? You ever be fear we say a very seasoned man I know, or your honorable member of parliament, or Kochogu ne will also say free SHS or education has been overused into this year's election. No, nyina so bia wo mo kan education a obia ni ho be few ato amount. I disagree then vehemently because na me hwe me research na me kita so ho. So na a fan of free SHS and the conversation around education. Yeah, he was extremely long because that data na mikita you see kwame come ho ase me aya na me ma bonti o bibi na ya na ma me ba bonti me ti hey me chi Ghana nkro nyina so enye ni nyina mpo a emu over 80% na me de ti hey
wa ko ni nyina
yeah me ti me abo am GPS location me exactly actual pictures of landmarks in those communities where my people stood enti I know what I talk about sabre no na senka ye to aba na nka ye free education komo a anka na MPP be win out of 16 regions na mu 15
na ba ko pe
yeah but a certain honorable member of parliament felt that education has been overemphasized and that it will not make any case in the he was lying no sa na gina bebi obi agina onu hu ebia na ebia memi hu Enti na me de say for example in NDC they have also come in line. Margin mu de enye so bi 12 school fees amawa na or the improve car ba school dem there bi. Enti first year for ya nyame adoma president mama betua mu admission fee amomo universities in tertiary institutions mu. Sa commentary na nkrofobia ka fa unfortunately and free president mama na no na ono kan dey different. But the one who say free SHS na dey improve car ba free SHS be ma say tantan na ma free SHS ni den obi say amanfo akafi o ma nya school nya sika nko 12 school fees and da amanfo make me a victim. Me fiance oni akrako na nema ma me ne ye dey fair mu to make sure say we go to school no nyame nkwa nanim. Intermediate so obi ka so obi bua obi e ma na ko school na feel say asem hia enei
no matter which form which formula
absolutely
me wo ho set sing
go the mamen ka se mincho me ma me yeso no ka che say ye ni wofa. I'm not saying this thing to disrespect any of my uncles, but okay no man tin ase
echi obati ase
echi na mti ase so ye bibia senior dwene ho me na me yo ma me de bidipti kwa beto ese me ba me man go school nti a trouble kra me ntimi nka he told us passionately dispassionately enti ye na me nyina asa na ehye yetim to ye bibia dwene okoye boni bia he me ma me na e ba ko fe na ono no beja ni o nyina bedu echi no brofo ni on tibi emu bubugu ni so kra ohun ni obeka ni ade nti o ka kire ye na anim da kru bi na ye titi fie ye mu bia me tena fie for 4 years dropped out of school
4 years.
Yes, KOD. Enti me mo difference agent ko na me te cham hwe mu din say hey. Enti obi mfa mo sons afa onko school na dey improve ka aba school dem.
Okay.
Enti me dey different have a different position on the subject matter. Na nim me ofa ba ko na de na fia one man cranity fia onko school na de me so na friend me master teacher. Say Mark nim baby o say me show mu nyina madam Betty no ni ade. Na nti me da mention me more seriously me mathematics dey na me fa nya yi eso na metifie e na wo fa be bugu mi ma me so keka na ma me sa kodware o channel pa
obeko school
ko fa ho ai
ko fa ho
says me fa na be ye ne say me go school na me magical go school sky sign na school fees say na ni nke odi me ko ha no pa adware de me baga bo ma che na de me go school me ko ya na me free me say wase kropon akọ achim enti me call ye ya mama tete no in fact say 20 cedi say 2 cedi yellow ni bi ti fa say 2 cedi mienu ena o de share me say like abon ko ma wi akra
20,000 no
mienu na anim mienu no na lorry fare kra fa de free ekropon de aba you got ne enso lorry fare nimpo
true no
so I was thinking about it say we ni ye de hen o dey say because we na be ka say me tifie na ni me bill school fees ni nema nti na me tifie na ma me 20 me pay ono se ne ma de na me chat to
o sa cheche mo
me chat me no mo na me sa ka ofie na ma me ko ka che e ho na me te me ma me ase chale sa o ka se uni wo fa nye se wo fa na mini bio no wa nyere wo hu a
se wo fa hwe ne ma
enti nyame anim ni things are falling in line and they ka say wonom so mbe hia mo akakra moving from secondary school to university manifesto has captured them yeah mo ya ho na Ghana ba ku ne nyina ya cheche me that is the beauty of the whole thing and when research report ba na for say bia we say ogidia na nya say ogidia ka hunu say feedback me sure say bia me disagreement me ne say honorable member ne nya ye no na ma enema we nyina ekoso because still MPP for so kita free SHS nim den na NDC so defo fra ba ka ho ne ade a obi ya hu say we ma prioritize education no enye saa anka ye twam we ntua bi na we ma we ntua bi ho na ekoye saa selection no say we dey ba metua na we dey ma ne ba metua na bibisa say be say dwan otin fifiri pa enso ni hu ayi ni tia na hu
obi ebre
eto da bi a etimi ka me 9 Ghana cedi
prof dey me nyini
ayo so be kai ba me nkwa na betimi aje akwa so nyini
o do be jedi na nyini so we jedi
asset is different from physical cash.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about physical cash.
So to way you can have asset around
you,
car.
Yes.
There can be a time one at that instant no na ke do need 10 cedi.
Possible.
They are not their prof.
Possible.
And just on this
and just me need value
at that particular instant no next can.
It means say at the point in time no na nya yinti
still kura me nyini.
When you say asset is different from
yes, no na make.
Na fe dey be na wonyini.
Asset is different from.
So there can be house
Obi na unyane na nyane de man nti mesre because me say no and now I'm beginning a different line because ukokape obi be you na so far me shada in my public no but from where I sit I know where send this person win elections here eso ti me here no pa o
you nim
yeah and I mean me
that also ma also nye man nyina about
minya ma oni make commentary baby and go for your
2 weeks ago na mka say wo land yo
landed I have landed in fact my constituencies ni be from about 16 constituencies I've resent a team to visit because how there na my identify inconsistencies baby there were a lot of insincerity ni nyina you was said as a researcher hwe enkrofo a ebo me nkrofo accident ACC metimeti the Niama Becho police commanders are intervening evidence of my presence in all the 276 constituencies. Now me bana be carry na so nyina that should be that should be your business. That should be entirely
ujejireje.
We are 85 constituencies now on the project.
So Araban for doubt.
There be but can not happen to they should have hold on
One side.
Hold on.
Yes, that is
hold on. Kwame Mibusa se baby okakon na de bia baby okakon baby okakon se de bia okakon na se be mu nokra what is your problem
no so your research in as much you nyina ya ma that free play so your research baako na one side mionu na one side 3 yeah two man num so no upon say wo na wakofa questionnaire quality data the questionnaire must reflect yen so
absolutely
I have to say me ba I have to say now so akoya research afa atua any Cristiano Ronaldo now buy no o research say atua ni mbo boss ne say disagree also on say so the system we are living in even though you have your expertise ube use so house selection grade questionnaire now they arrive at your conclusion you know the question also reflects the society and how we feel maybe how the balance we have issues and we can also do
the question
Okasa NDC is popular than John Mahama. NDC as a party. It wasn't that we were.
It was part of my baseline report, yeah.
But I know they're on the face of the parliamentary elections and the presidential results.
Kwame, maybe
you can easily say that.
So why then do you disagree?
So why I'm giving you a backup? And then when you say that,
so then why then do you disagree?
One at a time, please. One at a time.
So because at the time,
or a person so many sweet one just so fake.
So because at the time, NDC was more popular than John Mahama.
Yes.
The 2020 elections showed. What I said, because 2020 elections, so what kind of parliamentary candidates in
more votes? Yeah,
so when you bring that, somebody can support. But I would we have issues with
you have a platform. Madam person Musasa.
The mebo my ticket to Ebinabra. Kwame dey okay. Excellent. But that disagreement agreement on me say my baseline report was true and that even 2020 results confirms that. Wouldn't him say national third vice or second vice or so Alaj you can check for you right now. Scenario. A senior colleague than you disagreed vehemently on a public TV. His own view and his own right. And then I make us say, na me say back am betway ye won panimfo bi so a emre bi no muti radio so disagree no any TV so disagree no no so mu gina phone so quietly near discuss
ebusawo
yeah that baseline report here American minimum bi a offer me from anopa 11 o'clock me boni dia obi animo no concerned trying to look at which of the areas near there because na candidates ni be ton ho sing the leader presidential candidate no o dia say and people also wanted to know where areas they can look at and then I am just happy say e binom fa no adina
me question am person say say oyen research ni wi error margin so kwani nya ba aya na kosen That's the question I
because Seka
latest one ya odi ba ya huru kakra
and waja tum sisi
anya no
na dia
no there ba ku bia ba ya kwata so pa o de mama search
bra
never there
anyway I remember we discussed it on one
latest one Chibishak latest one na ye Menchia South latest one na ye
Menchia South that is after
what ba ku bi ba out to say MPP pa minimum from campus
you from
campus minimum
Jamie discussion
what I'm saying so the idea be to people call me
yeah of course
obi me from
said they know you know me
I sure say
okay
some of your students how you sure say pa na yes I don't say a program
fortunately say cause research any reality and I agree.
And possible.
No, maybe man example back. You see, you are ethically neutral as a researcher. And to him the general view, you wish the general view is confirmed. But so would data not a contradicted the general viewer. Why would you let your
the
view no and your view is the general view. And so the data has no, if I want, I am a professor of research. Into maybe original fact then if anybody would not consider it, I should. In America, say ebine regional elections Ashanti Chairman to me, Penny Coker. Who had the general viewer, I would have gone for the general view. But I got the data in front of me
and they just said
different. No, Chairman to me was going to win. Yes, was going to win by 57.8%. I went public, called media, announced it. The actual results came, and it was 57.8. And no, initially, you may feel I have taken a position stranger to that of it's a kind of network. KOD. Me least error. 99.6% accuracy.
99.6.
Me least accuracy.
Least accuracy. And do 1% correct.
Me least accuracy. My releasing research reports close to 20. Near Memukrano was 99.6% accurate.
I see.
From general elections 51.4
into error margins na akra ni nyina no
na we nim say me
oh masenya butre na nyo na busa questions e dey aso ni aso ko ni mame exclusive on Kessben. Subject to the request made by Minu Kwame. The clue I'm giving him, exclusive clue, and say Obiba be catch or say President Mahama win elections no with let's say 52%. Me also recently be about 51.7 51 point something percent. Obiba be catch assembly chair wa me gidi. Okay? But as a professor, I will subject it to the details. Now no me ne wunia Janto aye interview in Shira. We will say, you're professor. Because number two, never me know I'm say, am I gaining momentum or I'm reducing momentum? Because Janto abano. That the first research was 58.4. About 56 point something. About 54 point something. About 52. I said, no, okay, me yan come the manual. What now what floor now, Prof Nyanko? Prof, you have the floor. Obia Michael off.
Okay. Munim, me
pacho Janaman. Kwame Janaman.
Me KOD. Me momentum number one as a researcher. Me momentum. If I'm advising President Mahama, I'll rather advise him to watch out and not to be happy say we need because the momentum is rather decreasing.
Okay.
As we approach the election.
Okay.
Meanwhile, momentum so then as we approach
I pick it.
So I invest relationship.
Okay.
That would have been my first advice. My second advice would be say call the person who says I am winning.
Interrogate the person.
Now on my details, I'm giving a very important clue.
Kwame, to
Kwame, to get President Mahama to win by 52%, you know, you will wait that he must secure. As for the raw arithmetic average, you can get 52.8 and a 52 point what.
Now raw arithmetic average in any way to me, I
told you the raw arithmetic average. You say, Makwako interview in Crawford.
Okay.
80 something constituencies. Senior, yeah, usually near the ban yehuno. Or the emphasis I feel put 185 constituencies or all the 276 constituencies. Wakakunya a certain percentage there, but raw average. One biggest rule in research, and they say conclusions are not drawn based on samples.
Okay.
Conclusions are drawn based on population. And it's a sample be at the ban went to me and all the 18 million voters na kakrebi the bar. You must subject it to statistical inference. You must first test whether the data is behaving normally. So do you mean me as a professor and I make us answer with you? So when I meet the press and I say for Menchia South, this person will win with not less than 70% of the vote.
You know what you are talking about.
Senior. Fusanka, we are research methods on 1 0. And look at one semester course. Mestre say, President Mahama and Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia should call their researchers into a room and ask them this very important question. Say, yes, Osimenya 51%. Because the reality, overweight, the na. Maka general arithmetic average and the weight. Overweight now, we bet 100% of voter. Now it is 20% of Ashanti. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, it's true.
And when you are striking arithmetic average, the 100 will move the average up. Only me address, but not about value.
Value not the same.
Not about weight. This is a very important clue. And one coming let us interrogate those percentages. My average of 52%. And what I know is that voter will shoot that average up. But voter Nankasa in terms of weight, yes. This person will push this person here. This person will push this. But then I would have subjected it to the values, and I can do that analysis for you here. Me cry there. Me were estimated turnout for each region and each constituency here in Ghana. My bro. Oh, now never yet I must offer my idea. Say. Obeka umbe yo.
To the what they ask.
What the banner say obi disagree as of
Senior, I accept
disagreement, not insults.
Yes. I accept. Yes, exceptional. See, Asante man temuha NDC 4 fitimia mine minua nana kwesi. Me nimu no a ye bon komo ene mpanifo atwa ne ho ahia. Metimi abobo mu nyina di aminu akwa meka ho civil polite. And I'm cry there na me hye den hu. Me hye den hu NDC 4 proper nankasa say omu attack you. The only exception Alhaji Diya making the first second vice as a why the oka say like oka to back to muni. I agree. I accept. But me say Niamuji ni dino. Mon friend me say this arithmetic average what they about to say 52 no. Contribution to the 52 year saying. And I'm telling you, say if all of them are hovering around maybe 51, 52, the average wouldn't have been that.
Okay.
The average has become 52 because voter has maybe an outlier.
Shut it up. Okay.
Now you shoot to ultra below 50. Edo call 52 no. Or no kasa wait you're saying.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yeah, I
and
get it.
If you want me to do my presentation, I can go get my laptop. You have full picture of the entire 276 constituencies in Ghana.
Thank you very much. Prof, Medasi. My member, Minia John Hona, Yenre, Afro Barometer for Ediano. And we are. Yatwaso. Afro Barometer say, and nay, Mamma Sensi Subu, me preamble no me kind. Almost say, and nay, say, Yakotwaba, bay. Yeni pa 100 esi honoma emu 85 essay free SHS no aban bia ni ho oba also de nsaka obi ani so bia anti free SHS is gaining grounds they are to build planting for fruits and jobs and also emu 79% and the say they are interested in planting for fruits and jobs they are to miensa one village, one dam. And also, omo eka ho ensem. And also, They talked about 71%. 71% of that. Almost 71%. 71% of them. And G and also say and also uncle. But I have some questions around it as we progress. I think I did back one penny my hair. Levy. 82% say e-levy no dear, to be frank. Omo enyi emfem free honum. Na afei ade ba kwa Ghana for so esu ho pa. Hardship, economic hardship. Womo ekombise, omo eko without food for some time. Sikeni ombotin incredible. Those are the areas we are going and how they can affect or effect the fortunes of the elections going forward in 2024. John,
Inya, me that's it. Said the prof kasa okay. When mu nyina my feedback me wa.
Yes.
And na kire ye baby e was ye de ani kire. Abatui. Na me kanokra. Afro barometer nsema wo kani nyina de ehia no. Ehyeto.
And what to ho no.
De ehie ehia no.
Okay.
A high cost of living. Na high cost of living no. Bibi ne kofaba.
Okay.
Hwe Obie nim say undoubtedly free SHS ye. But if you don't have sound economic policy, you cannot stay in free SHS. Whoever wants to challenge me should challenge me.
Okay.
Na young say economy we and economy. Nobody the same. You be brokasa over 700 and something billion.
Okay.
So the question is, how do we sustain this free SHS here? Ghana for do not pay. That's the question.
Okay.
We are in the realities of economic hardship. But you see, even this free SHS, one hour Mako school around this time, I have a benefactor, Accra, Mebuano. Me got to turn yeah, me got to turn it was close to 4,000.
Oh,
so what is prospectus no. So it tells me say there is still cost to it.
Cost element to her.
But the question is, how do we, because we know Ghanaians like it.
Okay.
So how do we make it
but is it possible that we can make it totally free?
Well, it depends on the foundation you build for your economy.
Okay.
It depends on this foundation, a very sound foundation that you build for your economy. You see, where krobia over taxation, my bed tax, that no. Say that economy is suffering from innovation. We need innovative policy. Senior Ishak Ayobia, where like me Papa Bibia, but I have so much respect for him. But let me just school him on the matter of digitization.
Okay.
For example, in law of sources, baby, no, so we take advantage of a revolution. You create your model.
Wow, for the bra.
Very good. You create your model.
Okay.
Now, mana wabu boni nyinara. Economic benefits no goes to somebody.
Okay.
So in software development, you were end user, and you were the creator of the model.
Okay.
And do for BB to say Google. No Google mount whatever benefit you can use in your university. Next all can me say what for Google. At your be innovative process a will school who your end user.
Okay, so me
say for the benefit for the benefit of economic growth. Okay. I'm expert in finance and economics.
Okay.
There will be a technology contribute to economic growth. That is where you are talking of efficiency. And here what baby the creator of the model benefit entirely from the system. Into kwa America, uka 6 sa omo Silicon Valley. Uka sebi nipa 6 esikaboa. Eya swans Africa. That is the beneficiaries of the system. Okay. So
not 6 people, one person.
me say odi TMM analysis no. At the end of the day, KNUST uko osisia wonum betimi engineer systems. You betimi try a use systems no. E wo Ghana ha. Ama the economic benefit of that system stays here. That is what we are talking about. The drone system, American system. Into for the drone system bar, where we put the benefit in improving efficiency. What I say? Financially, you are not the beneficiary. So who can digitization? Dear Nanka me peti, and he said that training 1 million digital training now. Yepes ye offer Ghanaian youth to innovate. To innovate, you understand. So when innovation comes in, then of course say Ghana is coming to reap the benefits of technology. I pose a very significant question. Say SHS here, how do we sustain it?
Free SHS.
Free SHS.
Yeah.
There will be any more law of success, financial success. They say. Area sunya sika now will live within your means ya uboro
no
Baruko manifesto MPP war NDC war Alantre Martin war obie kan dia ba ko said they will cut down the size of government. Why? Because they see problem there. So why didn't you cut it? You see, that's why I talk of so many irregularities. We know the right things. We know, say, you can do with 40 ministers. And when you look at MPP manifesto, I've forgotten the page. It's there. So, Bekati, the size of the ministries to 50. So, at the end of the day, no, we're going to say that will cost for us to live within our means. Okay. Now, the public have also perceived through Afrobarometer and say 8 out of 10 Ghanaians the economy is going in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Was 8 out of 10 people there is a perceived mistrust when it comes to corruption on the side of government. Mebwa. Now, okay, MPP manifesto ya. Ewomo, ekwanyo obefaso na all the private sector higher infrastructure. What does government do? Government or taxes, not the higher infrastructure. And also the corruption. So your principle will be the BOT, build, operate, transfer. Let's say the government wants money to build road. Sika nini ho. But you hear sika and so to do free SHS. Until the government be any say, sa road no person or building no. Obelize yama public no. Say wo sika private sector for sika bra na beye road yi uria me ma unfie nu wa build area fato si so
toka
uria
fie nu fam
very good me pa cho corruption bi o
I also between you be na
Debbie say what sit you ya gaya tum say
wow dia corruption dey
very good say or say beje uye ria wo di usika o enya ba nyi peso a no akase mam 10%. Okay. Until now government was school, government was hospital no si besi uria operate never no 5 years but after 5 years no fire the maye BOT and MPP manifesto sabi economics be we asenya no 1980 no one enti the onim economics bi anim woyo enti ye den na ne ye twere ene ye twere ye so ye den ne anye ne kire sempanyimfo no nim ekwan ya ye de Ghana efa so a ebeboa na yeye na no kure wom ni se osua economics ni wi a ni asan kire obi bi political economy
eno no ne de hin no
jai papa no to na when ya they say road to on say rose ya ye about obre you see ye rose ko book no magum strategy.
I see.
Uko book no my economic book macro and my egum say strategy.
Just pay for them there yo.
The focus now is on say political economy there. The what we say vote. And the project be obey no must bring in vote to keep him in power. Okay. But that is where development economics also deviates from that principle. Because development economics say help improve the well-being of the people. How do you help improve the well-being of the people? Number one, Ubehunu say the Afro barometer can you say economic has. How do I help Ghanaians feel relaxed with economic hardship? Then I have to tackle the depreciation of the city. Do you know why city contributes to hardship?
Anything?
City cost
for want of time until now why you
city cost me carry Ghana sika akoto dollar no me place much demand on the dollar, so the value of the dollar goes up.
That city not depreciate.
Once I do that, commodity na me dey ba no, at the start of the business me projection no e be na me pay 5 cedis profit, but by the time I depreciate I have to increase the profit margin. Enti ebema ade no boa ayede persistently. When this comes into the system, it comes to erode the value of the money na ekura the final consumer. Enti ubehun say enipa other fixed income esubia no, so oje 2000 sikane ye constant, but prices cost so consistently, so the person begins to lose value for adiena the basket of goods na says sikane timi toro enti na dia ho kire ne ba enti so pese o solve the problem of hardship, you will start to tackle these macroeconomic indicators and bring them to lower figures. For example, now the inflation target for Ghana, 8 plus or minus 2. 8 plus or minus 2. Yani I'm saying in inflation. Yako 54.
Say 21.
Say 24. So Kobog BOG, Omo website is here. 24 point something now. Oh, me say BOG.
You carry on.
Verify for me.
You carry on.
Anything I've already given you. I've already given you. Say anything 8 plus 8 plus or minus 2. Enye utra enye uko 11 enye uko 12 enye 13 enye 14 enye. And the best thing you can do ni say enka minuano mudie ebia omoba say yeso ya ne beba ye nyina no ye ka policy cro so already 24-hour economy na betwe ye enterprise economy na de ye part ani se fa bi ka ho create addition for export. Now create addition for export wa ye niema bia ebetimi amount significant value bi enti alanchematin say oba ni industry so be build no afi yenya krano ye the $30 billion eba ye the ba enu ni ebenya sika ni e dia free SHS.
Thank you very much. Let us see Alaji mamra ho na yenhwe Afro barometer phone some ya
kewori
Alaji
nanka me kokwa me tia ba me relax kwa me
oh Debbie.
First of all, the concept of the fourth industrial revolution as the catalyst. Abefo wiase nimdie ene bie a ewo ho sese na me kan ho asem no. Ye no ene baabia mpempenso a wiase nyina nene a kire na enkomo no eye ni hwamunti no wan fan to examples ameye no ho wasi value no ko enkrofo bi wona meboa me catch them so woman no take advantage of the third industrial revolution manga until how they say so we please so we at the moment see take advantage. I talked about your education policy.
Okay.
We are changing the education, system completely. STEM, and he knows it. Should the way Dr. Duchum Titru, what direction or do a man for? What tell my moon if you will do summary, only be paying. Come back, what to my moon be? That anchors the technology driven economy that make was. All right. Say manifesto.
We are training people to be innovative and come out with ideas and whatever. Yes.
What is that? STEM innovation competition. And this is where they are talking about robotic competition. Yes, more because this government, you offend to say, yes, STEM innovation competition. And it is phenomenal the way and Kwadai Timmy use technology. This is the point I'm talking about. Nyabutra, please. Do you want to get it immediately? China say, Chinese proverb, say, if you want to eat today, plant corn. If you want to eat tomorrow, plant trees. If you want to eat forever, plant education.
Okay.
Education, I didn't know corn, a kind of tree, a kind of education. You don't do it and get immediate results. In terms of warm equipped. Dr. Mudbaumia is not talking about a you or friend is saying, see, yeah, ma and quada within senior high schools, no? Huh? Yeah, more tablet. If you say, won't you mean quacha the platform so akrana kasa near fidie new grow and fund develop things. If you go be hiya, young cobia, my young quadana yet to omno abumfiao. And could I develop machine or the tunes when you a float to one na objects a one soon, na a take pictures and a beam directly or more laptops. So a abrucheni be the builder. No, na dinner ebe boy. Say at Ranchemasi and then Swafa Nipa. Divers and so Omukomwa. Woman chromo precision, okwa exactly how any panada. Okoko inaba. Kwalana build and yes, I did solve a problem. This is what I'm talking about. So what? Please, I don't like those interruptions. There are millions of people that are listening to us. They want to know the sequence of my presentation and my thoughts. It is not a lecture where I have a whole one hour. So let me speak. It is happening right now. Other schools and Kwalana develop technology. 10 p.m. Me perceive China say, and yet the for developer my
innovations, new
ones. And that is the thinking, and that is the direction of the Ghana education. 6 p.m. Obia ube scaling over school wall. There's a total alarm in the school. Whether so a student now scale here, in or out, and now we intruder and in or out, and Kwalana builder I don't know within their school. Bibi papa bi wo Ghana for kwada Ghana for bibi papa me see ya no na India e focus ye medical software ne sa niam na me bubo din ni sika kese trillions of dollars ni nyina say. And if you have your own people with skills I will develop no has here. Take advantage of the fourth industrial revolution to change your economy. What are you talking about? Omo makani na omo analog. Mahmoud ba omi angwa na digital. He understands the paradigm shift. Would you say communist economy? Yes. It is happening right now. STEM innovation. When more robotic competition and this. And I'm saying, yeah, baby, drone almost had the question. I feel no, I can say, I feel no informal sector pension. One way.
But like with all these things,
informal pension. Was it Women's Bank? What women need is women empowerment, trade and empowerment fund. For 2 years, but for their mawom.
When you know,
Nemo, say, oh, bank there. small medium enterprises, SMEs for all registered businesses at my Ghana, 92% are small medium enterprises. Contribution to manufacturing jobs, one more years and 85% small medium enterprises. Contribution to GDP or money productivity, 70% is coming for small and medium enterprises. And if you really want to propel the growth of the economy, this is where the money must go. Okay. But specifically, say, what the social intervention at the MPP under Mahmoud Bawumia, I say Women Trade and Empowerment Fund. We are very clear. Maslock 90 million. Yamfan kuma jadi form ma woman near my share wa babluchi. Send them tamaklo at tamo babesia de chin na bosum spelele. Wakoko tena brochi. You get a point. I say John Mahama ko fana bano basi ko dem.
Alaji.
The point I'm making is say ye free SHS na ye dia bano. Ye den to so kan ho. And to so kan ho ye free TVET, free STEM. So you ask for one, we give you 3. And we are doing so to change the country. Yeah. TVET in Sanujuma. You move enrollment from 13,000 to over 60,000 and still counting. Go to our technical schools right now and see the kind of equipment or more. Go to our senior high schools and check. Science laboratories are already operating. You know that? Uncle, because the practical boss wa NDC 4 million So, yen talk about technology, the 4th industrial revolution, without say yen ma yet to almost say no yen linking up. These are the pillars I develop the economy. Whether it is banking, whether it's finance, whether it's the economy, whether it's agriculture, whether it's the industry, whether it's energy, anywhere. It has to be propelled by
the soul is technology.
It has to be propelled by technology within the 4th industrial revolution. Otherwise, you are completely joking.
But Mamu Salaji, with all these things you are saying, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, Afro-barometer way by, you know.
Good.
One key thing.
Good.
Unemployment.
Good. Thank you very much.
How do we deal with these things?
Thank you very much. So Mahmoud Bawumia say 1 million.
Kwame for time.
Mahmoud Bawumia say 1 million digital skills. 1 million digital skills. Said ye beya. Say adwuma no kra no betimi aye adwuma. Let me tell you one thing. I have stayed in UK. Hey, me airline. You book for airline. You will be away or India. I'm telling you for a fact.
Or to another country.
Yes. Sana or can say the medical drone delivery no edibeba mo can say ebetwitwa ema wo mu dware ehon de o madeja ababeto abonte no mo sere ye mu pupuye free SHS kwa mo running advert be over 40 against and na mo se mo na mo de ba he baby aga na drone no baby e pese ye kodo enya titi kwa asem o
okay
enya ni biasem you get a point enya ni biasem I am saying say Ghana is blessed.
Okay. Now this year, mommy.
Nyanko pon we share on my Ghana. Question about you, man.
Oh, we have in fact we used to 15 minutes, Mr. You don't check time here, please.
Whoa! I needed to address your matter comprehensively.
And just address me.
No,
for time.
And I made dress your brother was also the other. And who ya pa? And we are pa. And yet, my young continuously over dozen years. So when I come here and I'm my line, what I'm going
with that
85% of Ghanaians now almost free SHS. Almost say you can't free SHS. Free TVET, free STEM. What you say? Into how many Dr. Wundba cost of living.
Cost of living.
Cost of living. Let me talk about baby who inflation 1%. He should quote a single country in the world today.
Single digit,
or single digit.
Or can you become 1% betray?
It's a single digit. Or single double figure. Metro. Okay, single digits no. All kasa Ghana dey 24. You disagree say enye 24 no. Was I can say a bit dear crown 1%, inflation of 1%. Ebiano for no to adjust mo say sanity. I say yes no can. Ebiana na can be that's all meant.
Munfi dia benti ye tekrema. Enyira and pro. Munfi dia bay. Na se me o mo kan mo kwachiri mo ko bo abebe kire no. What you say? Kewodi.
Within a minute to mami na because of Tana Kwabena room because you another one at least I was here can want some kakra. Only 15 minutes. I mean 15 minutes. You know na time wa so.
Kewodi. Sure. Adie baako a drive your cost of living. Na ko fa manifesto na. Yeah? Ya tase no benyansa form kese pa. And remember, energy prices. Yeah, they ain't kind of 24-hour economy without breaking things down. Energy prices. We missed the biggest point under the John Mahama to have taken us along the path of investment in solar energy. No, you depends build a gap. No. On the contrary, the previous government take you through a very expensive energy path, which is the thermal. Alajiba say we need to change that paradigm. 2,000 megawatts of solar under his regime.
Okay.
And Eba. Ghana your peak period you consume base 3,600 megawatts. And the 2,000 megawatts of solar can ye cheaper one a hydro. I also my best 1,500 megawatts. Already here what 3,500 megawatts of solar energy.
All right.
Well, see, the projection is that we should be able to reduce your electricity bills by half, by 50%. By the time I be implemented 2,000 megawatts of solar energy, and that will also contribute to bringing the cost of living down.
Me too.
Asantefo woman. Etimi ensa. Chichemu aduonu nan. Ose mitimi franka mejina se. Saa so na asantefo woman na eti edunkuno. Ntichemu aduonu ni nyina so ka ho. Ose se wonim ho anka asra pro.
Okay.
And somehow okay. Alaji Bamia. And this a first na 2013 na onni Ghana so da no. Say dear, we be head of economic management team. Nanado my head say ono nanado onye economist. Into a Bank of Ghana kofa obi a wasunya economist about na be manage economy. Until now, see di Alaji Bamia ho nkomo a ye ni ne ho nkomo so obi a ogina abonte to bowa park too. Ye di ne ho nkomo so obi a offer inflation of 15%, do 54% a wabon. Now we are assessing him by his track record. And you cannot just come and talk to say obi a fin open to me. All ba fa Ghana konya no. Na inflation ye 15%. O ka kire ye say John Mahama 15% ne nye. Kama no o ka say nye no onim say nyon na betena so. O ka kire ye say John Mahama 15% ne nye. And a Ghana for G no tum say there be 15% inflation dem why na mabo cost rodo. Enti papa was your economy say pejina ye ni ye. Yet ye na 54%. And say onim who na kura mo say ye 24%. Aye no what they
21%.
Enti enu ti na wo ka say. I mean sometimes say only happy before na kasa okay odi. Na wo anya abotra obefo kan sem bi enka. Say NDC pa na ti akonya so na ebu amamo fun tantan ya. Kenti metampo kasa. NDC na be fa Ghana ball man. We are living in an economy. We are living in an economy. We can't even service our debt. Prof, Doc, Papa now within a just on my president. What ball man ya team me no nyina Ghana.
Send your name president.
To the extent that no, Oh, you see, yeah,
the president said, hold on.
You see, why interrupt you? Oh, yes,
Kwame, please give respect to my seat.
Okay, me too.
Give respect.
I have respected your seat. So, ocha time with you.
Senye mikro na mumwadi akunya na mtoso. Makani ye pa. Ti. Miti na wo hwe time. Miti nyo na ache time. The thing is that the president knows this soon. Why don't you lay the blame at the doorstep of the president, but rather the vice president?
You this communicator. Now present here. Now I could lay on the president.
And
you see, shift to go post. I was coming to him. Isha, shift to go post. We would discuss the economy. We would discuss the performance of Bamia. Ubusane say. Ubusane says the cost of living. Yes, I was this solar energy. Can you imagine? Cost of living. Just say 85 of Ghanaians are complaining cost of living. That's about them out. Go. That's about. I say there is 2,000 solar energy. I'm telling you, me show so. Na me kasam. Na asam no. One can the same thing. Na o chiano. Chance show any ye. Me see.
Hold on, allow him.
Me see. Ya tesi niema bebre. What you say? Energy prices e back because so the cost of living na. O kan what do I know na o kan sa. Obi a wopese wotie wo mo gyina so koto abama wo no opese o kyese watimi adi nkyerechemu aba me fa baako
na de kyeremu
na me de kyeremu se me nka se cost of living na akosoro no me nka ma no fa sa nemum ade baako ama cost of living akosoro no cost of energy.
All right, thank you very much.
Now cost of energy no and so the solution ba wo mia putting it forward anything. And I'm a candidate as well.
That's it. Yes. Good.
We will Ghana for. Yeah, the allergy bomb ya bejina ho. Na ya assess no by enkoma oni edi asa na Ghana for edi 2 minimum no. Ya ma omo kwa mo nwane. Allergy bomb ya enkoma oni edi ya amanfo onya agidie wonu koto. Tama no anam university from university na. No making lectures. Ask questions ma emisata no na emisata na mani Ghana economy. Ishak tama alaji ba me 57 questions de ma afani saying emisata so answer
170 questions. 170 questions.
Madam wasi
170 questions.
170 questions no. Ishak na emisata only atama no. You see, MPP for omani wu. Na many MPP for na come betena hey ka the whole of time adma come dey patch out. Because this is the worst government ever. Ishak, Alaji ba mi hotel ko toba manono. Wa board economy and na me no ka say ye debt, ye service ye debt. Am ya postpone the court 2026. This is the person you are saying say your economy mano.
Which is also wrong.
This is the person you what you say? You for Ghana mano.
You are wrong.
Enipa na directly ba me mean we come at him. Eni I want to you are not correct. Enipa na wo sa se yan fa Ghana man no. Tama ya de Ghana man no. Na dollar 4 Ghana cedis. 20 pesos. Ano nam university akese. Ano okuta lecture note no chirem. The economy is den the one in the Afro barometer and graph and one. Yadi mo papa ya and the dollar ni nam 17 Ghana cedis. Obeta say yes am na president. And obu you saying?
Good for it.
Obu you saying? Yadi Ghana mamo. Na fuo and I'm 15 cities, 16 cities, 17 cities na manage 1 gallon. Alaji ba mi aso on TV that your mama born this ifuasa. And yadi Ghana man. Today as we speak. Fu ane nam 65 70 Ghana cities. Oba tena say yesa fa say nipa kro no. Yesa fa Ghana man no. No nyenye.
Kufo dey offer say.
I don't think you see. Yeah, mamu nwane from the economy. You will not run away or say digitization. You see me. Say I need nkomo na bi before that. But me dey know about digitization in Ghana. Yeah, NDC for on the 7th of November 2016, President Mahama a commission Accra Digital Center. KD, so when your time, Okon Kraya, Koyo. Mobile money interoperability, a whole center. Yes, see, Dank, see, actually, interoperability center, the mama see here, and Accra Digital Center. But many more, who take?
Jalen my implementing.
W! I saw better computers you. Now the WhatsApp. Now the WhatsApp I go so. Now we try out the I like you by me and fans now original. I saw better computers you. Now the WhatsApp I use to go so now they chat now say wow this WhatsApp on the go so why are they don't talk computer in here. Dom how now o see Accra Digital Center. AC interoperability center din fidie ya de digitization nyina be Google na oba afide be na ada ba mbusa ka na adefonti wo di ane se wo man kura bi trafie no mu design software na ada beto so na didwe wanum na de ono see center no onye hwe again me I agree with digitization. I mean, because we are just 1 month to election. I agree with digitization. I had the papa but me I always call for strategic digitization. Because you see, your Chrome Haiti, a human here. And this also now say, oh, digitize here. You are creating unemployment. Sure, my mentor identity say, oh, person here digitization, be strategic. To say all the digitization here, Ghana card. Oh, a card now the year, it is good. But okay, say, ECG for, and go for the meter. What I say, and to be on the bar. Ya employ Ghana for mabuna ye gufi enye adwuma nyi na omo de be oni ko afiefie na omo acheche meter ade achen ya so omo de system bia ba sisi a oto ho no ma na oto phone so a na oto light bill no eye digitization but omo na omo de light bill ekofie ni nyina obi adwuma abon omo ko heden. Do we need that desperately as people? Ye this hard system ne ba ya no so no ECG ka ode esonte ECG nye but ye lay nipa off because of that technology now we implement it, you know. So digitization is good. Digitization is good. But oh please, come on, me doing team. Come on, team. Say KOD. Say wo na de bia meba. Ya for contract. Oh, adia oh you asha do. Because ultimate try say yeah, say I for contract. Oh, you see, yeah. Oh God, deliberate. See I for your contract. Your contract. 6 months. What the end say? What the light bill? Ekwa fiefiem. Na sa ade eche. Na ye omo install software ba ko pe. No more announce say they are going digital. Say see I fa light bill nko bioma. Ejo be na kwa odwuma mu. Isaac, say I can want you. Me say you found say oh you casual worker contract 3 months be near renew. What you man say light bill bar? Who do kwa fiem ko cheche? That's only na ECG so the software be go so digitization. Say see I obi afa light bill be nkuta nko biom. Wo ko pede odwuma mo biom. Ene na kwa odwuma mo. And say nipa 10,000 kwa no cheche light bill ya. Omodwuma mu yi.
So in a way,
what you are doing?
Hold on. In effect, you are telling us that
we should be strategic. And
strategic is.
To say them can't say how the digitization ye Ghana card. It is positive. But say you can't say digitization. What the battery man? Oh, manage mu chi. As the Chinese say, a human can nipa be hire ho aye no. Ye for my computer nye. What I say?
So does it solely create unemployment?
I'm saying, that is what you see. I said, I like digitization. This year, but I'm saying, as a country, we should do strategic digitization because you end up, I'm for lose so much. You want to create new. I'm for new money also here, and I have my software. Now, some of the software, and you do money per 10,000, but you promote no man. How since you are your first year, you see now free SHS. And before no, you started campaign. No, almost say on Baba digitization. And Tom Concras here, and my phone said, digitization. I'm almost say on campaign at Tunsu. And on my quick to buy her if you bear 1 month eBay. I must have invested back to the free SHS campaign. Me, some people need ko baby no catch you be say, oh, yeah, the free education man to Maya. I mean, come cramp on me and this in a casana me campaign. But some this need ko people need ko transfer to and this so say. And this before be free education to Maya. That's why I have an issue. what I say so kwa now say ya the free education aba enkura aduane basa akwa oko school 3 years oko school 1 year no atena fie 2 years enti Ghana for tomaya I don't have issue with it but so ko tantro to NDC so say NDC be twa free education mu that is why it a problem because unim say enya no kra what I say enti mama kasa asem we ye NDC for ya can clear say ye ba ye betua first year university admission free na KOD obi a obema admission aye free e wo tertiary education oye de twa free education mu ebi last one maame na ne ba no e wo SHS na ye nyina ya jatum se woni 1000 Ghana 1200 Ghana enti enye free no sa maame na ne ba no e ko university yo. That is why the NDC is saying, say, see, I did to some many 1,000 cities or the trying to ban school fees at SHS level. Say the banny we no go university anything into your mama say admission fee no de kon.
Thank you very much. Mahama's running mate saying that we should not vote for Mahama because he likes insult and also showing voters how to vote for number 1 on the ballot paper from Prince. I don't check and Ode Aban also Ode Enono. Right, making kind kakra no so abana fe yembra be wrap up and so our messages need tell mu say but we'll try and read as much as we can. Frank Frempong Alpha Bino Ewa Santiago. Now see the youth of Ghana now knows that MPP party only can help the nation. Period. Okay, and also Eddie Enonom. We secure good evening. I'm Modern Hutrimudehine Nana Bwaje watching from 3DM. Could please tell Mr. Mahama and Dr. Baumia to stop using the taxpayers' money on unnecessary campaign tour. Could you please tell Mr. Mahama that I will answer his second question to Dr. Baumia, the next president. Mr. Mahama's, the question is, you and your stop monthly salary from the president, Ghana's debt will come down. Thank you. Right? That is your opinion. Phobia Obuasi Tutuka. Ewo Obuasi friends and Tutuka. Also, the NDC as a political party has nothing good to offer the Ghanaians. They only will come on air through dust on Ghanaians, the eyes of Ghanaians, but this will not work for them. Our only hope is Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and nothing else. Greetings to our 2 MPs, Kweku Kwate and Dr. Boachi Yadom, including our only DC Faustina Amisa. Abatampa of Obuasi East and West from Phobia, Obuasi Tutuka, and Odiwe Abba. Hey, Asemo, Josephine, Ewo, and Mena, Baumia will come. NDC man, you talk too much. Hey, okay. Good evening, Cody said, please tell the NDC rep that no matter what promises they will make, it won't change Ghanaians' voters' minds to vote for JDM. Dr. Baumia, all the way from Kingdom, Ewo, Ashtown, and Odiwe Abba. Lawrence Wache, Yetafro Buchewa, Senior Soren Kwanta, near Unity Oil Filling Station. Good evening, Cody. Mahama doesn't have any idea. That's why he has resorted to campaigns of insult. Baumia, who is occupying the number 1 position on the ballot, is the best man for Ghana. Please permit me to use your channel to remind the general public of the unveiling ceremony of that story in Kwanta MPP Youth Wing to be held tomorrow, Sunday, November 3, 2024, at the premises of the Senior Roman Catholic Church between the hours of 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. Greetings to the Assembly Member of the Senior Electoral Area, Honorable Ketri Asumedum. Or say the NDC Women's Banking. Okay, the NDC's women banking is very discriminatory. Why only women? Don't we have men in this country? What happened to them? If that's the thinking of NDC, then we men should vote against the NDC. From Martin Ewo Kokosom and Odiwe Abrain and Enyumrei from Afoko, Deputy Youth Organizer. Our Contemporary constituency. Good evening, Cody. The NDC people and former President Mahama can trick themselves and can tickle themselves and laugh to the Ghanaians that they have already won the upcoming December elections. But still, Ghanaians won't listen because Ghanaians have weighed NDC and NPP and have seen which one is heavier. And thank God Dr. Baumia is winning the upcoming December elections with no excuse, meaning he's the man of the moment if truth must be told. Greetings to Dr. Nana Sompahini Alex Tete, MP of a contemporary constituency. All right, 9 o'clock. My baby wrap up. Na fe. Yahweh. Dr. Sapo na be wiamai. Dr. na be wiamai. Kwame Mame Sha Sen.
No bi amena makasa UCC.
Ade.
The way I make
okay. Hey, and come here to wait.
Three things. Okay. Yemfa economic blame into Dr. Mahmoud Baumia so na me yemfa into ne so no.
Okay.
Politically I will grant it.
Okay.
Say the easy target because anya hekro no na oye flag bearer ma NPP. Is the easiest target to be blamed for the economic challenges. Nanka anka hwan. In terms of idea, but in principle say NDC and say opposition parties in the yes argument now they must be ready to explain further or bear the consequences because or no economist we see wakotena economic management team as a chairman, a position created by the vice president not or no. That's what born wa failure. Are you assuring us that when the English professor we can this idea for example becomes the vice president and goes to sit at the economic management team, the English professor will be better than the economics professor?
Okay.
That's why you're ready to bear the consequences.
Because the performance
then you should be ready to bear the consequences. Chief Alan, deputy. Chief Alan, deputy, enye economist. Say economist, akwakwatena EMT.
No a failure.
Nasa wosi wa failure. Me dem
nka wa failure. Okay. Nasa wosi wa failure. Oh, Kwame.
Say Kwame. No, Kwame. So 54 na nya numu ne that's way. Ghana's economy has always behaved sinusoidally, and we know.
54, when was the last time 54?
It was the first after Jerry John Rawlings in 1996. I know. But send here because say echo 54 and go 54 ya na say ya net afro sa and na nyame adom afro course no esane abedu 21 meba munyum nya botre wa hakaka. Now what I'm saying is that apart from the reasons that abind the bema last Friday na make assembly amanfo ntwom adwense so the first term of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo 4 years no onya asumdwe dibu oman no hwe yenyina ehu economic adem so say time na economy no na nye topical 2020 meba asema America when bo dem fa omumie no po na America ne say
prof kawasama
parliamentary behavior parliamentary behavior it will direct effect on government be our performance. Me penisa, but senyame am fafie na se bia the next parliament
sakoye hang
ekwe bi se ya opa monko fa angel whoever may president. Yes, I am advising say parliament should also accept say bibi omuka ho pa na amaga na bedu bi abedu na ya hwe ne ye necessary say ne beto aso a we are going to face more problems, and it is so easy for them to wash their hands and say now meba example back Kwame say e pass
me pacho
say e pass budget me fan say abotra munya abotra say e pass budget man say January o first say so twemu ade kosi May a any social so bia economy ni so enti eno ye
me pacho
abotra enti ni America ne say abotre ni America ne say wo hu number 1 yemfa blame nto obampani abedi e chen na ono ye flag bearer so easy to do because ono ye the most available target. Oh, say ya ka say nka ompre mampani ni bia enya so say go bia bo bebo ni oh yes sure but see yes sir ne yenko so anchechro manfo no say economist no ba ye na ye so afeli ni ntino ye di obi ba oba be ni ye because the running mate or President Mahama ho sisi no ono so nyame don no a
parliament management team
nanim unim the detail
I say automatic
no but Kodi unim the
what for me too yes me pacho
You vice president automatically
Kwame
no but you see meba but they
automatically say my no head of economy no any constitution
but Kwame can say the interesting thing so they say the interesting thing I'm Medibeka na Kwame can see when they say the EMT no omu adwumadie pa na say because reporting any responsibility
different.
Yeah, they are share bi no monsa specifically chief Alan TI chief na onim chief Alan
Kwame
chief Alan
Alhaji Misremo munya ma prof nya enye ne submission so me pacho yeah
chief Alan for example ne ba kuma na nua kuma wa representing for example was made in charge of trade and industry
yes
or accounted the contributions to national growth on fankoka finance for one asem or be the trade and industry has enough to say finance minister and the share in charge of finance and economic planning enti na ma EMT na koye merely advisory no because sa finance minister any agric minister any wenum no omu na ye dey monetary ne physical ne den policy management along with Bank of Ghana and make I say the reason why Professor Jenna Opoku-Agyeman can be the head of economic management team, the reason why President Mahama when he was vice could be the you say they don't do economics over there.
The advice
to make two for no one far and now all the members who form the economic management team have direct access to the president. Niameka say no, you see.
Oh,
the Americans one answer you have answered. Your answer is that NDC will not make Professor Jenna Opoku-Agyeman head of economic management team. And I understand your answer, but the American say the comfort is there because responsibility among the best finance minister in charge of finance and economic planning. You would ensure that the person has knowledge in finance and economics. You will ensure. Baby, I bet sure why do we shift the responsibility to other people? But the politics are better change. And the last thing I make and say, politically, around this time, opposition communicator, excellent. So to me, the weaknesses of the government, and then the mumbo ha me huntu. Now I'm enjoying what Minia Kwame was doing. Niaya monkai na munyanka ho. The solution they're on. Because enough to say, okay, I'm speaking to you, enough to say, dollar was this, and that. So Katwa say, into ye bedua.
You better so.
What you say? What you say? Oh no. Bragame, it's just a free advice. It's just a free advice. Because if you be a new page in the coming next 4 years, it's going to be new. In fact, me offer Kwabena Owusu Dankwa finance minister Professor Mills Penso, and you're not me sure next finance minister. Pages are going to open afresh. What I'm saying is that umuya communication ni no more challenges ni we are. So the twaso cost of living is high. What I say? By the next morning. When you wake up and you are dum no abeyo mampeni unu team mo beye den. The decision of election, the decision of voters, it is more inspired by the future. Into muso oba
say no
obey say oba say into mesre enough or nasa is good enough to do the challenge. By a mo fanka ho na mo cancel among canon response na and solution no amount for no be we are jedi. Professor Mills the NB nyame fa ne kran say ye me ba fuel no who say na me nua kwa make fuel na 70 fuel no say back me wo ba mba obete so drastically ana. So
thank you very much, Prof. Kwame, you have a minute for the wrap up for me. Your time is so Kwame.
Okay, it's a minute there. Na the America chere Ghana for nyina ne say ko a yakwa for 8 years maka say ye to abawia Ghana for ye be survive na do aban no senke benya senke mu bi a certificate of survivor na ko bia de bone dem na ye nkai dumma akirimu ya beba because ya fam papa kofo nyuma ya begugu no kofo businesses abesese no se dia manfo asi abere enema Ghana for ya fam oyaw ne atete 8 years it will go down as one of the worst years Ghana has ever witnessed.
Okay.
Ye bi bianya including our football ball cry ba na ya shen nyame adom ye ba be pie in December 7th. Opie nim say the only political party to beat save Ghana at this time. Ghana for you need that so me many business community ni be di nkoma. Ke o de omo hwe Ghana for an say e best samu.
All right.
Enti Ghana for you gusu ehye mu kran say hope is coming. Rot keta se ni proya akoso no. You need a new government to beat hold omu to accountability.
Thank you very much. Alaji, Mamitiu.
Keodi. On mine dachi here. Obi okokoto aba. Obi okokoto aba bia nso enim se empempenso a yedri. Yemfa yensa analog. Yɛde nhyehyɛeɛ a ɛyɛ ewiase baabi a yɛkɔ ana yɛde hyehyɛ wɔ man no die nti a aman na wɔn adi yie no wɔn timi di yie ne sɛ wɔn de nhomasua ewura mu yɛn yɛ kɛkyerɛ adodankwa akufo ado abaseɛ ne yie mu Alhaj Dr. Mamudu Bawumia eba no aba betoa so ama oman ne dache no aye fe na mom si ye beko ye chie na national health insurance subscription obefa ne be say 12 million wo kon na aduru 1 million wo ba beto ye na oman ne sika korabia papa kofo jade ma mu ne gina ne nan so Yewra John Mahama Edi Jado Dankwa Kufado na efi moja.
All right.
Sa echire ne kwakwa no ne se. Sa echire kono de enya dia o my Ghana for ebe majiso.
Medasipi. John.
Minia. Na me sre Ghana for alankwajo chire Martin order number 13. Asie ho.
Obia bedidi.
We the only political party.
Okay.
Enti yeni a sebe opportunities ya ewo menum yenya no madawroma mumyemfie ni enkyere ase ho number 13 na eniema miensa pe na medi jaw se gina so neto aba ema alankwajo kyerematen on record no obia nim se perceived corruption emwa oman kyekere alan ni suban ene ne bobre no wa ben no a wa obedi adanse se papa yi si the Ghana sheninsa sebe corruption de ebeye a thing of the past eno free hwa papa no wa ni so ade hunu say what the industrialized economy eye backed by the private sector eba eno na be man ni da so ama enyuma aba papa no sa wa ni da so say sa high cost of living na eda yeso no odin hyehyeye beba ebe free hokra abeye a thing of the past yan son for 4 years a challenge nam de magana for yaso ansu yaso answer 32 years is enough yan fa one independent candidate pe alanchire matin mfa system no munhwe na after 4 years no si hu ne record so a wan twa party ni me nu nyina emmabio
medasipi right Ora John Kwaku Amponsa Medanasi from the Movement for Change. Namada Kwame Tuya Patrick Oba NDC Mwa Ono a Director of Student Affairs and then Elections Ashanti Region Kwame Medasi. Why Sanso and Alhaji Ishak Che Brube and so a strategic communicator the mother New Patriotic Party and then Professor Smith Sapon, the Director of Research, Innovation and Development at the KSTU.
Kwame.
Atua.
Mo on Facebook wall.
Thank you very much. You had a queer piece as a video across your no and was a shade Medina de bro. Metrim my lawyer here man kwaja. Mom with the message by Antimian Carmo fan chain. Na working kind so yami in Shramo. Yes, so na media akano etini atwaso edi amamo. Yakramo. Bye bye.